name is JC, otherwise known as Avian, and today I'm going to show you guys exactly how you guys can make yourself your own homemade DIY fidget spinner. And I hope you guys will enjoy today's video. We're going to show you guys how to make one of these things. I don't know, it's one of my first videos doing this. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, so basically let me explain what you're going to need for this. And of course, you know, you can always change this up. It's not necessarily the same thing. But first of all, you're going to need a rubber band, preferably, you know, a pretty small one. So that way, you know, it keeps everything in place. It's just going to be used to keep everything pretty much in the same spot. You're going to need some bearings, which are pretty much you can get anywhere at like any skate store, etc. You know, just to show you guys a little bit better, you know, these can be, you know, these are pretty much just from skateboards. You guys can go, you know, like they're pretty much off of skateboards. All you have to do is just go find a skateboard. You know, they're just like, you can just take them out of the wheels and stuff, and this is pretty much anything a skateboard is off of. These are actually my old skateboard bearings back when I used to skate, and of course I've got like a whole thing of them over here. So I mean, it's not like I'm like, I've got like a whole bunch of them. But anyway, so this is of course all the skateboard bearings and stuff that you'll need. I mean, I think for this video though, you're only going to need about 7. This is kind of to make this honeycomb shape. That's what the whole spinner is going to look like. Then of course, you know, you want to find out which one spins the best for the center. They don't really have to be like extremely good. But of course, you know, you can do whatever you like for this. And then of course, my best part about this is Friday's video, which I'm going to be releasing soon, of course on Friday, is basically going to be, we're going to put this to the test, and we're actually going to, okay, so as I was saying, you know, we're going to basically be doing, you know, putting this spinner to the test. We're going to be spinning it up to 45 miles an hour, and we're going to be putting it to test against some water balloons and seeing what it does. So of course, if you guys are interested in that, subscribe, and of course check that out as well. Okay, so now that we're ready to get started, so first of all, let's just tell you guys exactly what you need to do. So I personally like to make sure everything looks nice and pretty. I'd flip everything over so it looks, I guess, semi the same. You know, you can make it look however you like. Honestly, I'm not even curious. I'm curious what these are called. I don't even know. These are just some old skateboard bearings. So what you're gonna need to do now is you're going to need to take, you know, your lovely rubber bands, and you're going to need to perfectly fit them. I mean, this takes a couple tries, guys, and obviously, as you can guess, I'm not necessarily the best at it, but you know, you can basically just kind of fit the skateboard bearings into the rubber band like that. Now obviously I wouldn't pick this thing up yet, it's not really set up yet, but you know, keep in mind the center bearing is the one that's going to be spinning and stuff. And then next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure you have a hot glue gun. Obviously that's why we have all this stuff over here. You're basically going to need, as I said, the rubber band, 7 bearings, and of course the hot glue sticks and a hot glue gun. Okay, so now you've done that, you're pretty much ready to get started. So you've kind of got your default shape and pretty much everything you'll need. So now you just want to take one of your glue sticks, pop it into your lovely glue gun. I'm actually going to switch over to this side real quick. But as you can see right here, then basically what you're going to need to do is you're just going to need to take the glue gun, and you're basically just going to need to go at it. You know, you can pretty much, ideally though, you want to kind of get the glue to go right in between and hold the spot things together. I don't remember if this is my good glue gun or not, but yeah, I don't know, fam. I don't think this is the good one. I'd have to go through in here and put another stick in real quick. But as I said, you just want to get the glue, and as you can see, there's some glue coming out of that. And you just pretty much want to get that surrounded and into the holes. Preferably though, don't mess with the bearings, of course, if you want it to spin. Your ideally goal is just to make sure that it connects the rubber band or the individual bearings, not necessarily stopping the from motion, of course, because if you do that, then it will no longer work. As I said though, the bearings are pretty cheap, so you know, if you're worried about messing up your bearings, and of course you can make your own and stuff, I just recommend, you know, being careful with how you do it. Of course, I'm doing this on my gaming desk, so this is going to be an interesting situation here. But as you can see, we're just going at it right here. And I'm trying to get a close-up. I'm going to be switching to the other camera so you guys can see this a little bit better. There, you guys can just get over there and see that, you know, we're just filling in the little spots right there. There should be the first part. As you see, you should have flipped that over and be all good on that first part. Obviously, you just fill it in so it's, you know, nice and secured. Obviously, not going to be going nowhere. And of course, you should be pretty good on that situation as well. So I'm going to flip this back over here now. So as you can see, that should be pretty much the first start of your thing. I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit. Just wait for that. Give it a couple seconds and we'll be right back. Okay, so that's pretty much dry, guys. As you can see from the top, it kind of looks like this cool shape. And now we're going to flip it back over, and we're going to flip it to this side, and we're going to repeat the same step again by putting, you know, the hot glue, as I said, right back over here, and I'm putting it over here as well. So let's switch back to the other camera real quick, and all you got to do is just kind of go through here now and place, and as I said, put the glue in between the cracks, Obviously my poor hand is not necessarily made for this kind of smooth, skilled stuff. Anyway, you might have to make sure you push in the glue stick as well to make sure you get everything. Okay, so as I said, just keep kind of going through there now and filling in all the spots. You just want to make sure you get everything in there, get all that space filled up. Hopefully you guys can see this just fine with the camera. Actually, it's the first time I've recorded with 2 different cameras. And there you go. You can pretty much go through there now and fill in anything you want. You can smooth it out a little bit. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, everything should spin now perfectly fine. So now that you've got your, pretty much that's the whole shape you need, you should be pretty good. Just wait for that to dry a little bit, and you should be good to bend it a little bit. And obviously sometimes the glue comes undone. You might need to add a little bit more. See, I just had a bearing that kind of popped out a little bit. Okay, but as you can see, you've already got some range of motion on there. It looks pretty good. I mean, as I said, though, you really want to avoid causing anything to stop it from spinning. Obviously, though, just depending on the bearings, it will depend on how fast it's spinning. Obviously, this one has a lot of weight on it, so it'll spin for a lot longer. Of course, it'll just take a little while to get it up to speed. Another thing, though, I'd recommend is once you guys are done and you're ready to take off the rubber band, I'd of course make sure you've got a good secure thing, because obviously you don't want the bearings popping off and doing something else as well. Obviously I know this is not spinning as fast, just simply because there's a lot of these are old bearings. Obviously these are like 5-year-old bearings, so it'd be different obviously. And as you can see, I had some glue pop off already, so make sure you keep that in mind. As if any glue pops off, just pop it off and re-glue it. I'm just going to do that right now actually, but just snap that off and put some more glue in there. So simply all you got to do, I'm just going to go grab this and put some more glue in there. But as you see, it all depends pretty much. I'm going to go around the other way. Just all depends on how you want to do stuff. Obviously, I'm just going to fill that all the way up. As you can see, I'm pretty sure, though, I probably should have filled everything up in the first place, but oh well. And of course, you can just go through there now as well once you're done, and just kind of slide in there and just put glue on the sides as well. We're going to do this for all the sides now, and then I think we'll be ready to wrap it up. So of course, guys, if you guys want to see this spinner get put to the test, up to 45 miles an hour, then of course tune in for Friday's video, and we'll go put this thing to the test and see how well it handles. Of course, when you need a 45 miles an hour. I mean, we're gonna put it against some water balloons, guys. And so if some water balloons, it takes out some water balloons, and we'll see what happens, fam. Oh, dude, that's hot. Anyway, but there you go, as you can tell. So that should be that side, and of course I'm going to flip it back over in a couple seconds and get that thing situated. So yeah, let me just do the same thing for this side and put that in the corners as well. And I think that's going to wrap up. So of course, thank you all for watching, guys. Of course, you guys did like this tutorial video. You guys want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe. And of course, can we go for a nice 40 likes on this video? That'd be awesome, guys. I'm just going to finish up wrapping up my fidget spinner, and I've actually made my own instead of buying the... I don't know, they sell for a lot. These things sell for a lot, guys. I don't know why people make them. Like, you make your own, guys. Of course, you can always design this however you like and things like that. But finally, to wrap up, all you need to do is pretty much just take the rubber bands once it's all dry, and you just got to go through there now. And of course, this is, looking pretty good, honestly. I mean, look at that. It's spinning pretty well, especially for some of these old bearings. But once you're done with that, all you got to do is just take off the rubber bands. And I mean, I'd just be a little bit careful because obviously the glue is still not necessarily done drying, and of course you can just go through and touch it up however you like. But there you go, there's a fully DIY fidget spinner. It looks pretty decent and stuff. And of course, all you gotta do is just to touch it up. You can just go through there and pretty much just add a little bit of glue on the sides if you're interested in that kind of stuff. You can just pop a little bit of glue on the sides to make it a little bit more even, things like that. And it of course will stay there as long as you'd like. I'd recommend, though, and the best part about this, though, if you want to like take the bearings off, like I don't know, you have a pair of skateboard but you don't want to lose the bearings, these are really good because you can just peel off all the glue and it will work just fine again. So I mean, you're welcome to do that as well. And I'm sorry my hands are a little shaky today, but there I go. That's just that's all good right there, guys. As you can see, that's the whole DIY fidget spinner. And of course you can just go through and pick that apart and make it look any better. But there you go, there's the whole fidget spinner, as you guys can see from the top, and it's a little hot at the moment, but you got the full range of motion, you got the full fidgetness, and it honestly feels like I've got a real fidget. I've got a 3D printed one over here. This is the one from my brother's. I'm actually gonna take the parts off real quick so I can just grab it. But as you can see, I'm just gonna pop these off and put these on to this one. But honestly, I personally feel like this one works a lot better and feels a lot better than the one beforehand. Of course, this is a completely different, you know, kind of feel and stuff. And I probably should have kept in mind though that there's a bunch of rubber kind of around here and stuff. But you know, it definitely does feel like, you know, how it should. It feels like a good fidget spinner. I mean, it feels like, you know, the full range of motion and stuff. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's pretty much a fidget spinner. And you know, you didn't have to pay, I don't know, my brother paid like 20 bucks for this fidget spinner over here. Like, I mean, sorry, it's already pretty much gone. Like, I mean, hello. But anyway, so as I said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to stay tuned for Friday and stuff, because we'll be checking out the awesome attempt of this going 45 miles an hour DIY fidget spinner, 40 miles an hour. And honestly, this is actually holding up pretty well. I'm very impressed. And of course, all you gotta do is something pops off. I mean, you can just fix it, make it look a little bit better. You know, pop it together. You know, do some crazy stuff on there. And you know, I mean, honestly, it looks like it's pretty heavy, and I think it would last a lot longer if my bearings weren't so old. But you can see it does go for a really good bit. So I mean, you know, that's what these are like, I don't know, 10-year-old bearing, I don't know, 5-year-old bearings, guys. So like, as I said, it looks pretty decent. So of course, you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, and of course, thank you all for watching. As I said, we'll put this thing to the test, see how fast the sucker goes. 45 miles an hour against some water balloons, some other things, and of course, that'll be coming out Friday. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and of course, see you guys next time. So as I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay dank, everybody.